Hey Cosmic Besties, Sarah here, and welcome to this week's edition of Cosmic Capacity. Today we are talking all about Mercury moving into Scorpio, which started today, October 6th, and will last until October 29th. This transit, however, is especially important to pay attention to because Mercury is going to be retrograding back through the same part of the sky in November, which means that the conversations, realizations, and truths that start showing up today are ones that you might be revisiting or deepening here soon. And as a refresher, Mercury rules how we think and talk and move. So it's everything from our inner thoughts to the way we communicate and plan our days, and it can really be a planet of clarity and mental flow. Scorpio, on the other hand, is a sign that's all about truth and depth. It wants to get to the bottom of things. It does not want to skim the surface. It wants the real truth. And so when Mercury moves through the sign of Scorpio, conversations definitely feel more real. And you might notice yourself asking harder questions or really wanting to understand what's going on. So it is a great time. It gets a little bit of a bad rap, but it is a great time for honest talks and deep reflection and just getting clear on what matters most to you. So we're going to go sign by sign this video, and we're going to talk about how this energy might show up for you, starting with Aries rising. Our themes here are going to be shared resources, trust, and emotional honesty. With Mercury moving through Scorpio, your focus turns to what you share: money, energy, and time. So this transit highlights how you exchange support with others and where communication could bring some more clarity or trust to that. And so you might find yourself having some deeper conversations about finances, commitments, or even the emotional weight that you carry in relationships. So in real life, this might look like finally talking through some shared responsibilities, setting some new boundaries. Boundaries are always great. Or opening up about something that you've really kept to yourself. And it's a reminder here that honesty can create some real stability. And so our power question for Aries rising during this transit is, what conversation would bring more honesty or relief into my closest connections? Up next is Taurus rising. Our themes with this are going to be relationships, communication, and shared perspective. With Mercury moving into Scorpio, your attention is on the people that are closest to you. So this is a time to check in on how you communicate and whether your words are really matching your intentions. And you may notice where things feel unspoken or where a conversation could clear the air. And in real life, this might look like talking through a misunderstanding, setting clear expectations, or just being more upfront about how you feel. Honest conversations now can bring relief and help your relationships feel more connected as a whole. And so our power question for Taurus rising is, what truth would help me move forward in a relationship? For Gemini rising, the themes are work, routines, and mental focus. With Mercury moving through Scorpio, you may notice your thoughts turning towards the deeper layers of your day. And you might be reflecting on how you're spending your time and what's draining you and what actually helps you to feel clear. And this is a good time to get honest about your habits and focus on what supports your peace of mind. So in real life, this could look like clearing out some mental clutter, setting better boundaries with work or tech, or naming anything that's been adding unnecessary stress. And when you direct your attention towards what truly matters, the rest is going to start to settle. And so our power question for Gemini rising is, what's one habit or task that I can simplify to make my days feel easier? Cancer rising, your themes are creativity, self-expression, joy. And so with Mercury moving through Scorpio, your attention shifts to what makes life feel more fulfilling. And you may feel ready to speak up about what you enjoy or take a creative idea more seriously or spend time on things that just genuinely make you really happy. And in real life, this could look like sharing your thoughts more openly, picking up a hobby again, or having honest talks that help you feel more connected. And when you express yourself clearly, life is definitely going to feel a little bit lighter as a result. So our power question for our Cancer risings is, what do I need to say or share to just feel more connected to myself? Leo rising. Themes here are communication at home, family dynamics, and emotional understanding. So with Mercury moving through Scorpio, conversations at home or with family may carry more meaning right now. And you might be thinking about what feels supportive or where communication's been missing. And this is a good time to talk things through, clear the air, or just reflect on what helps you feel emotionally steady and good. And so in real life or daily life, this can look like honest conversations about boundaries, revisiting old family topics with more understanding, or just making some changes at home that make your home feel more calm. And so clear and caring communication during this transit helps you rebuild trust where it's really needed the very most. Our power question for Leo rising is what conversation at home would help things feel more connected and more clear. Virgo risings, our themes are communication, mindset, and potential connection with siblings if you have them or close peers. So with Mercury moving through Scorpio, Virgo risings, your focus turns to how you express yourself and the conversations that shape your daily life. And you may find yourself craving more depth or honesty in how you communicate. This is also a good time to reconnect with siblings, cousins, close friends, especially if there's something that needs to be talked through or better understood. And so in real life, this might look like clearing up a misunderstanding, being more intentional with your words, or just reaching out to someone that you've been thinking about. Honest, thoughtful communication here is going to help you feel so much more grounded and more connected too. Power question for Virgo rising is, who do I need to reach out to, or who do I need to be clearer with? Libra rising, themes here are money, values, and self-worth. With Mercury moving through Scorpio, your thoughts turn towards what feels secure and supportive, and you may find yourself reflecting on how you earn, spend, and value your time and your energy. And so this is a great time to make clear, grounded decisions about what really, really matters to you. In real life, this could look like reviewing your budget, asking for clarity in a financial agreement, or even just noticing where self-doubt is affecting your choices and how you're moving forward. And the more honest that you are about what feels fair, the easier it's going to be for you to move forward with confidence in your decisions. And so the power question for Libra rising is, what decision would help me use my time, energy, or money more wisely? Scorpio rising, themes this transit are going to be self-expression, identity, and personal direction. So with Mercury moving through your sign, you may feel more reflective about how you show up and communicate. And this is a time for you to speak with intention. And please make sure that your words are aligning with what you truly mean. You might find yourself, or you're definitely going to find yourself, wanting to be more honest or direct about what matters most to you. And in real life, this can look like sharing a personal truth, changing how you talk about yourself, or clarifying goals that may have been hard to put into words. And the more real you are in your communication, of course, the more confident you're going to feel moving forward. And so our power question for Scorpio rising is, what truth about myself am I ready to put into words? Sagittarius rising, hello. Your themes are reflection, rest, and inner clarity. This is the 12th house. And so with Mercury moving through Scorpio in your 12th, your mind and my mind are going to turn inward a bit. And you might notice some old thoughts resurfacing, or you might feel a stronger need for quiet before you respond. And this is a time for you to process what's been building beneath the surface and to listen closely to your intuition. And so in real life, this could look like taking time to journal, or stepping back from draining conversations, or just spending some more time alone to clear your head. And giving yourself space to think about helps you move with more purpose later. And so our power question for Sag rising is, what do I need time and space to think through before I act? Capricorn rising, themes are going to be community, collaboration, and long-term goals. With Mercury moving through Scorpio, your focus turns to the people and plans that surround you. And you may be rethinking your role in a group, or clarifying those shared goals, or reflecting on who that you want to build this with. And this is a great time for honest conversations about teamwork and support. In real life, this might look like talking through expectations with a collaborator, reconnecting with a friend who shares your vision about something, or stepping back from dynamics that no longer feel aligned to you. Clear communication is going to help you find stronger common ground. And so the power question for Cap Rising is, who feels aligned with the goals that I'm working towards? Aquarius Rising, themes are going to be career, reputation, and direction. With Mercury moving through Scorpio, your attention turns to your public life and the goals that you're working towards right now. And you may be thinking more than ever about how you're seen and how you communicate in professional settings, or what direction feels most meaningful for you. And in daily life, this could look like updating your work plans, having an honest conversation with a mentor or a boss, or getting clear about what success looks like to you now, because it's allowed to change. And the more intentional that you are with your words and your choices, the more confident you're going to feel about where you're headed. And so the power question for Aquarius Rising during this transit is, what step or conversation would help me feel clear about my direction? And last is Pisces Rising. Themes here are going to be beliefs, learning, and perspective. With Mercury moving through Scorpio, your thoughts reach beyond the surface. You may feel drawn to explore new ideas, ask deeper questions, or challenge what you've always believed. And this is a time to think critically, seek truth, and stay curious. In daily life, this could look like diving into a topic that fascinates you, rethinking a belief that no longer fits, or having open conversations that expand your perspective. And growth is going to come from staying honest about what you're learning and how it is shaping you. And so the power question here is, what new idea or truth is helping me to see things differently? And so those are your horoscopes for Mercury and Scorpio, running from October 6th to October 29th. And remember, as I said in the beginning, Mercury is going to be coming back through the same part of your chart during the retrograde in November. And so anything that's surfacing now is worth paying attention to. And if you want these kinds of insights early each week before the transit happens, make sure that you're signed up for my newsletter, Cosmic Capacity. It is totally free, and it helps you use astrology as a mental health and capacity building tool. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll be seeing you soon for another round of Cosmic Capacity.